I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money.
So one more time, we are coming your way again with this Pidgin English talk show for the TSM. The TSM is a short name for that news organization they call the Stage Media. They are on the internet or what they call online. Looking at all the stories that people throw on the internet, they throw on the radio, they throw in the newspaper. Look among them and take the true story by doing fact check with it. One big person from one civilian group they call Campaigners for Change International. And this man here name is Vandala Patrice. He put it on his Facebook page and said that the rubber company they call Firestone, that company it closed down for a short time because why? The workers in the place said that people were making strike. They say the worker union put strike down and say all the workers there should not work because they and the people there they were having misunderstanding on what in all they say the company should do for them and the company now want to do it. So when they put the story here down, plenty people pick up all this one here. Firestone, that it closed down for a short time because workers there saying they're making strike. So Firestone, came in Liberia here ever since 1926. So now TSM decided to check all this one here. TSM went straight to the big person for news matter to Firestone, Amanda M. Hill. And Amanda Hill talked say, yes, the company closed down for a short time because why? The workers here, they making strike. In fact, when TSM was still talking with Amanda, the people then pull paper outside, what they call press statement, and say that, yes, on January 29, Mr. Marcus Blammer, big person for one worker union they call National Timber Wool Construction and Allied Workers Union. This particular worker union here, that the mother union for the Firestone Workers Union, what they call FAWU. So they say they know about this one here, so they check. And then that particular statement say, yes, that people, they and Firestone were talking about something because the workers then want to Firestone to do something for them, and the Firestone were still talking about it. And then the leader now decided to post strike down because they said they're not satisfied with the whole thing that was going on. So TSM check everywhere, checking with our people and checking with the FAWU people and checking with the Firestone people, come to the conclusion that yes, the story that Mr. Vandana Patrick put down on the Facebook page for that civil society group, that the Firestone company closed down for short time, this one here is correct. On Friday evening, January 24, 2025, one fellow they call Stanley Cooper, he is not in Liberia here, he's in Canada, where people country Canada. He always talking about the political matters here in Liberia. But he put it down on his Facebook page to say that one of the senators from Mankibi County, Mr. Emmanuel Nukwe, that man may refuse to even say make a report to the citizens of Mankibi County. Mr. Cooper said he don't understand why Mr. Nukwe or people who are behind him to start to talk to one of the representatives from the place, Eva K. June, that the report he put down, that report not correct. When in fact their boss man, never put no report down for more than 3 years now. Mr. Emmanuel Nukwe, he used to be a member of the lawmaking House of Representatives. He was even speaker. Then, before he became senator now, the voting that happened in 2017, he ran to be vice president. But he and Joe Baka that time, they didn't make it. He was working to the Liberia Civilian Airplane Company because Civil Aviation Authority. He worked there before he ran to be senator in 2020. So to check this story here, that Mr. Emmanuel Nuge never made no report ever since. Then he and his people then want to criticize with Eva K. Jones, and that this one here, Mount Sanagopa talking about whether it is true that he never made no report yet. So the first person that they make contact with, that the big person for the people worker there email, he said to Nuge office, what they call chief of office staff, Mr. Campbell Dennis. But Campbell Dennis, when he talked to TSM, he now say whether that thing what I meant or whether that true or not true. But he just say, the story you talking, he asking me about who put it down. And I started couple. When I started couple, then what can you think anything good will come from there about Emmanuel Nukwe? Well, TSM to continue to check. They start to check on the internet to even check whether this way that this man never put with the thing where they started couple talk, whether it's true that Mr. that Senator Nukwe never put no report down here. So they went to check for the citizen of Kibi County and found out that on March 20, 2023, there was a report that covered 2 years that came from the office of the Senator Nikwe from January 2021 to December 2022. The contact person for Mankibi County for the TSM also say that that particular report, since they put it down, it covered 2 years and no other report yet again. So with all of that, with all this thing here that TSM finished checking, finding out to know whether the thing when Mr. Stanley Cooper talk about Senator Nukwe that he never made no report for 3 years. TSM say that story, partly he read, but the whole story not correct. Because Mr. Nukwe made report that covered 2 years, but to say that man never made report for 3 years, no, this one is not too correct. This story here, the group they call CDC Hub, that people do on the internet, they put it down and say the big person for the government radio station they call ELBC, Mr. Eugene Fagon, that man, he finished buying one big car for 2025, and the car here they call it the Land Cruiser Jeep, and he finished coming to the free port of Monrovia. So when they put this story here down, plenty of people started to follow it. So TSM decided to find this one off, and they decided to check straight to first make contact with the CDC hub that put the story here down, and other internet thing they call WhatsApp to actually ask the people here where they get this story for, whether it's true. But TSM did not get no answer from them. So TSM decided to make contact with Mr. Eugene Fagon, who the people talking about in the story. And Eugene Fagon say, no, that particular story you're talking about is not true. But he say, if a story that are coming from CDC people, what do you expect them to talk about me? The TSM not mine, continue to check. They went on the internet to check with one group, they call it one company they call the Suresh Motors Mombasa. These people, they can be selling car in Mombasa, in Kenya. They can really get some strong cars and to give it up to people, so you buy it from them. And when TSM went to check there, TSM say it come to the conclusion that all the checking where it do, asking the people who put the story there, they not get no answer from them to really prove it. And asking Eugene Fagon saying no, it's not true. Then they went to work and actually contact those people who the people say the car was coming from. And they found out that no, it is not true. The story is not correct. They say the story is misleading. In fact, up to the time the TSM people were making check to the story here, they never found no document paper to prove that the car that the people see there is for the Mr. Eugene Fagon, who is a big person for the ELBC or LBS. Well, that's all we get time for you on this TSM Pidgin English talk show today. We will come your way again with this particular talk show here. Bye-bye and God bless you. My name is Seyo Watusi, your TSM Pidgin English friend. Bless you.